In this video, we'll take a look at the interactivity panel. I'll show you how to build a simple slideshow and access both your horizontal and vertical layouts. Then I'll show you how to preview the article using My Kiosk. Let's start with the slideshow. To make an interactive slideshow, I'll start by drawing a box with the rectangle frame tool in InDesign. You'll need the AVE interactivity panel to add interactivity to this document. The AVE interactivity panel is located in the menu under AVE Publishing, AVE Interactivity Panel. Make sure you select the frame you made with the selection tool in InDesign. In the AVE Interactivity panel, you can assign the interactivity of a slideshow by clicking on the slideshow button. You have the choice to make a simple slideshow or a slideshow with thumbnails. A slideshow with thumbnails will automatically make you frames to use as buttons that will show a different frame. For this exercise, we'll pick Simple Slideshow. Make sure the radio button next to Simple Slideshow is chosen. Then click on the Create the Slideshow button. The bottom left of the interactivity panel is where you choose the files to add to the slideshow. Click the downward-facing triangle next to the word Files. Now choose Files. Navigate to the folder that contains the images you want to use for a slideshow. Select multiple images in a row by holding down the Shift key. To select multiple non-adjacent files, hold down the Command key on a Mac or the Control key on Windows. Click Open after you've selected them. You can now preview the files by using the slider to the right of the images. You can choose the image you want, then control how that image is cropped in the window on the right. For the slideshow to open up and start playing, you need to enable the animation. Click on the Slideshow tab to show the slideshow options. Check Enable Animation. The values below control transition duration and image duration in milliseconds. You can also choose whether or not it will swipe or fade. You'll notice that in the section above, Enable Scrolling is checked. This allows users to interact with the slideshow and change the image on their own. I'll also check Enable Full Screen. This will allow a user to show the slideshow in full screen. Now that we've placed the slideshow on our vertical layout, we can also easily access our horizontal layout as well. When you make a new project, you can choose whether your layout is all horizontal, all vertical, or whether it will contain both orientations. You cannot have a mix of the two orientations. A lot of companies do choose only one orientation to save both time and money. However, the AVE publishing system makes it easy to manage articles in dual orientation layouts without having to manage two different InDesign documents. Click on the horizontal page icon at the bottom right of the AVE interactivity panel to view the other orientation. After I collapse the panel, you'll notice that I'm now looking at the vertical layout of this document. When you use AVE Publishing, the software itself stores the second orientation for you. When you add new elements to the page, those elements are also added to the other orientation. Changes to text are automatically updated across both orientations as well. You have full control over the location of the object. If you don't want to use a certain object in another orientation, you can just hide the visibility of the object by using the Layers panel. I'll add this text frame and some text. Now I'll go back to the interactivity panel and switch to the vertical layout. You'll notice that the new text frame is also on the horizontal layout. Now I'll show you how to generate your preview to see your slideshow in the iOS simulator using My Kiosk. The first step is to save the changes you made to the document. It actually saves both orientations for you at once. You must always save before you build your preview. Next, make sure you have launched the iOS simulator and that you are in the My Kiosk app. Click on the cogwheel in the upper left of the application and make sure that Enable Transfers is set to On. To view this document in My Kiosk, you will need to choose the drop-down menu and select Preview. This will build the document for you. Don't be surprised if Photoshop opens up. There are scripts built into AVE Publishing that utilize Photoshop to generate images at the proper resolution, and the thumbnails needed in the application itself. Once it's done generating the preview, you will see the name of your machine in the URL. Click the Send button. Once the window pops up that states Project Sent in the My Kiosk application, your file is ready to be viewed in My Kiosk. Now you can navigate back to My Kiosk. Your project will appear in the My Kiosk window. Select your project. Then click on Read in the pop-up window. You are now looking at the slideshow as it would appear on a tablet device. Notice how the animation already starts to play. Since we enabled user interactivity, I can also swipe the image and the slideshow will change. To change the orientation to see the opposite layout, choose Hardware, Rotate Right. If I tap the animation, it will now render in full screen. And if I tap it again, it will leave full screen mode. I hope these quick start videos help you get up and running with this amazing tool set that AVE Digital Publishing provides. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us through the website. We're always happy to help. Thanks.